Hi, I'm Chief Meteorologist Tony Petrarca. I'm the Pinpoint 12 Forecast Center. You clicked on the Weather Now link on this Thursday night, a little after 9:30. Looking at some clouds right now and a couple of sprinkles coming through. A look back at the high temps today, topping out at only 53, 10 degrees below average and not as mild as yesterday. But the good news, even though we have more rain on the way for overnight into a portion of Friday, we do have a much better and warmer weekend coming up. In the meantime, take a look at what we're keeping an eye on, which is some rain later tonight during the overnight and especially early on Friday morning. Now, there's the chance for showers at just about any time on Friday, but the heaviest rain would be reserved for the early morning hours. Up to an inch of rain, could be even a few thunderstorms, some gusty wind. During the afternoon on Friday, still keep the umbrella on standby, but I think at that time the precipitation should be more showery, kind of occasional, scattered, and light, so that kind of a deal. Finally, a decent weekend, both Saturday and Sunday, with milder temperatures and dry air. We'll show you that in the 7-day forecast in just a second. In the meantime, here's our satellite and radar composite, and you can clearly see a solid area of rain up and down the Hudson Valley of New York and New York City. Let me widen out the view. So what we have is a storm that's centered across the Great Lakes, and attached to it we've got this warm front and cold front. So both kind of working in tandem here, approaching during the overnight into tomorrow, Friday morning, and that'll be the mechanism for some downpour, some gusty wind, and maybe even the rumble of thunder. So let's take a look at the forecast, and we'll take you through the overnight. Now, this wind dial represents not so much wind gust, but actually sustained wind. And notice, east-southeast sustained at 20-25, and we've got a sustained wind up to close to 30 miles per hour. Overnight tonight. This is 3 o'clock in the morning. While most of us are sleeping, maybe the shutters rattling a little bit, and some of this wind and some downpours, even the rumble of thunder. Let's take it now into 6 a.m., 6 o'clock in the morning, and a couple of noteworthy features. Well, for one, the sustained wind close to 30 out of the east-southeast, this red, yellow and orange indicating some downpours, some rumbles of thunder. It's way up there in the 50s, even at 6 o'clock in the morning. So we do actually have a mild Friday on the way, despite extra clouds. 10 o'clock in the morning, lingering showers. Take note how the wind speeds start to drop off during the afternoon. Now, here we are at 2 o'clock. The rain not nearly as widespread or as heavy, but every now and then we'll get one of these kind of nuisance isolated showers coming through. Look at the temperatures topping out well into the 60s. And here we are at 6 o'clock in the evening. Our random shower can't be ruled out. And then later tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, we start to see some clearing just in time for a decent weekend. So your Friday morning, the heaviest rain is early, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, windy. By 11 a.m., it's just lighter showers at that time, and the wind speeds will be coming down. So tomorrow, Friday afternoon, it's not perfect, but it's a little better than Friday morning. The rain's not as widespread or as heavy, but I wouldn't rule out a passing shower. Temperatures are mild, even with the cloud cover in the 60s. And the wind speeds are actually much lighter the second half of the day. Wow, look at this. I haven't had a string of sunshines like this in quite a while. So once we get by Friday, setting up for a decent weekend, temperatures very mild considering where we've been for the month of April, feeling like spring on Saturday, mid and upper 60s. A mix of clouds and sun. Sunday, well into the 60s again. And the trend for next week is seasonably mild weather and dry with some sunshine. So finally, kind of turning the corner here on some quiet weather. And it's been a while since we haven't had so many weekends. We've had kind of half and half weekends where one day is better than the other. Well, right now, it's looking like both Saturday and Sunday should be decent. In the meantime, rain early in the morning on Friday, heavy at times, lighter showers Friday afternoon, and then a better weekend. Coming up, Eyewitness News starting shortly on Fox Providence at 10 o'clock, and then again at 11 o'clock, WPRI Channel 12. Pete is in for Michelle early in the morning on Friday, starting at 4:30 a.m. You want to check with him because at that time, the rain really coming down heavy. All right, that's your latest Weather Now update. Thanks for logging in. We'll talk to you soon.